Technology of the gods, ancient flying machines of India, the powerful Vimana. One of my favorite subjects in history are the countless accounts we find of gods flying around in mighty vehicles. Accounts of beings coming down from the heavens in what are described as powerful technological machines that produce fear-inducing sound, while making the ground shake like a million earthquake and spitting fire are descriptions that many of us would attribute to rocket or space shuttle launches and all landings. To us, this is nothing unusual, as we live in a modern era where rocketry is a well-known subject. Every once in a while, we witness a new launch taking place, and we see how mighty spaceships take off from Earth, spitting fire, producing fear-inducing sounds, making the ground tremble. We know that these machines are not the vehicle of the gods, they are just some of the many vehicles created by mankind. However, if we were to travel back in time 2,000 or 3,000 years and witness the same thing, how would we react? Imagine yourself seeing a reusable rocket land for the first time ever 3,000 years ago. What would you say? What would you do? Image witnessing, for the first time ever, a massive machine, spitting fire, producing smoke and terrible noise, while making the ground beneath your feet shake. Would you not say it must be the gods? Because until that moment, you've never seen anything like that. You were unaware of technology beyond sticks and stones. Such an event must have been life-changing for anyone witnessing it. Were the ancient Vimana really powerful ancient alien spaceships? Well, curiously, similar accounts can be found all across the planet where ancient civilizations witnessed how the gods came down from heaven, riding dragons which spit fire and smoke or mighty chariots that could sail across the sky. Thousands of years ago, people faced forces beyond their control and understanding, hence, mankind produced a mythology-based different gods. In ancient times, it was universally accepted that human civilization was a gift from the gods. Whether you look in ancient Egypt, Mesopotamia, Israel, Greece, Scandinavia, Great Britain, India, China, Africa, America or elsewhere, most ancient cultures believed that the gods brought them the necessary technology to develop as a civilization. They brought them agriculture, writing, medicine, everything worth having. When the monotheistic religions became dominant, the gods became one god, but the same social rhythm continued. The mythology of the Eskimos says that the first tribes were brought north by gods who flew them on board machines with bronze wings. The oldest sagas of the Native Americans mention a thunderbird that introduced fire and fruit to them. What if ancient civilizations misinterpreted alien visitors as gods? The Mayan legend, the Popol Vuh, tells us that the gods were able to recognize everything, the universe, the four cardinal points of the compass, and even the round shape of the earth. So, does it not make you wonder what were the Eskimos talking about when they were referring to metal birds? Why do the Indians mention a thunderbird? How were the ancestors of the ancient Maya able to deduce that the earth was round? When we mention the ancient Vimana, we come across a topic that has been widely spread across the internet. The word Vimana is Sanskrit and has multiple meanings. Nowadays, the word is usually translated to ancient aircraft. The word Vimana originates from the Sanskrit words Vimana, Vi meaning bird and Mana meaning like. The interpretation will be like bird. The mechanical birds of ancient history. If we look at the Ramayana, a Vedic epic dating back to the 4th, 5th century BC, we will find one passage that describes a Vimana as a chariot that resembles the sun, and how this aerial chariot had the ability to travel anywhere at will. It resembles a cloud of light in the sky, and Vimanas, an ancient flying machines of the gods. Imaged by B. Vetri. This was the Pushpaka, the Vimana of Ravana, who is the hero of the great Hindu epic the Ramayana, which describes the Pushpaka as follows. The Pushpaka chariot that resembles the sun and belongs to my brother was brought by the powerful Ravana, that aerial and excellent chariot going everywhere at will, and that chariot resembling a bright cloud in the sky, and the king, Rama, got in, and the excellent chariot at the command of the Ragira, rose up into the higher atmosphere. The Vimanas are also described in the Mahabharata, another ancient text. In this case, measurements are given for one of the Vimanas. It is described as having 12 cubits in circumference with 4 strong wheels that are approximately 20 to 25 feet in circumference, about 7 feet in diameter. According to many ancient texts, these Vimanas were used to transport the gods through the heavens. These flying machines, according to Erich von Däniken, sailed at high altitudes with the help of Mercury vortex engine. The Vimanas could cover great distances and could travel forward, up and down. They were enviable and maneuverable space vehicles. The predecessors of the flying Vimanas of the Sanskrit epics are the flying chariots employed by various gods in the Vedas. The sun, sun chariot, and Indra and several other Vedic deities are transported by flying wheeled chariots pulled by animals, usually horses. In the Mahabharata, we find Gurkha flying in his swift and powerful Vimana hurled against the 3 cities of the Rishis and Andikas a single projectile charged with all the power of the universe. An incandescent column of smoke and fire, as brilliant as 10,000 suns, rose in all its splendor. It was the unknown weapon, the Iron Thunderbolt, a gigantic messenger of death which reduced to ashes the entire race of the Vrishnis and Andikas. In the Sanskrit Samarangana Sudradhara we find details about Vimana. Strong and durable must the body of the Vimana be made, like a great flying bird of light material. Inside one must put the Mercury engine with its iron heating apparatus underneath. By means of the power latent in the Mercury which sets the driving whirlwind in motion, a man sitting inside may travel a great distance in the sky. The movements of the Vimana are such that it can vertically ascend, vertically descend, move slanting forwards and backward. With the help of the machines, human beings can fly in the air and heavenly beings can come down to earth.